Welcome to Practice English Conversations. Are you ready to practice your English and become more fluent? Let's get started.
Hi, David. How are you today?
Hi, Alice. I'm doing well, thank you. How about you?
I'm good, thanks. I was just waiting for my bus this morning and started thinking about how I use public transport every day. It's interesting how much we learn and experience while riding the bus or train. What's your routine like?
Well, I take the bus to work almost every day, and sometimes I catch the train for longer trips on weekends. I really enjoy it, even though the buses can get a bit crowded at times. How about you?
I use both the bus and the train too. I usually take the bus in the morning to get to the office, and in the evenings, I take the train to head home. I like that I can relax and read on the train because it's usually quieter.
That sounds nice. I often listen to music or podcasts while on the bus. It helps pass the time, especially during rush hour when the bus is full and moving slowly.
Yes, rush hour can be stressful. I try to use that time to catch up on the news on my phone. Sometimes I also chat with other passengers. I find that talking with people makes the wait more enjoyable.
Absolutely. I remember one morning I sat next to a friendly man who told me about a new coffee shop near his workplace. We exchanged a few friendly words, and it made my day a little brighter.
That's wonderful. I once had a conversation with a bus driver who told me about the best bus routes in our neighborhood. His advice helped me navigate the city better.
Bus drivers often know the city very well, and a simple good morning or thank you can open up a friendly chat. I try to greet the driver whenever I board the bus.
Me too. I think it creates a positive atmosphere on the bus. Even a small smile or a quick chat can make a difference in our day.
Exactly. Also, I sometimes chat with fellow passengers about the weather or local events. For instance, last week, I talked to a young student about an upcoming music festival in the city.
That's a great example. I enjoy learning about local events from others while waiting for the bus. It makes me feel more connected to the community.
I agree. Public transport is not just about going from point A to point B. It's also a chance to observe and interact with the community.
True. For example, I've noticed that many people on the bus read books or use their laptops, and it shows how diverse our community is. Some are students, others are professionals, and some are retirees.
Yes, and each person has a different story. I once overheard a conversation between two elderly passengers discussing their favorite memories from the old city. It was very touching.
I love hearing those stories. They remind me that every journey can teach us something new. Even if it's just a short bus ride, you learn about people's lives and experiences.
Do you ever use any transit apps to check the bus schedule or plan your journey?
Yes, I use a transit app on my phone. It tells me the arrival times and the best routes to take. It's very helpful, especially when I'm in a hurry.
I use one too. I find it very convenient because I can see if the bus is on time or if I need to wait a few minutes. Sometimes I even set a reminder when my stop is coming up.
That's smart. I always try to set an alarm when I know I'm near my stop so I don't miss it.
It's all about planning. By the way, have you ever taken the train for a long journey?
Yes, I took the train last month to visit my family in another city. It was a comfortable ride. I could read a book, relax, and enjoy the view from the window.
I love train rides because you can see the countryside pass by. It's a different experience from riding the bus in the city.
Absolutely. The train is much quieter and more spacious. I even met a few friendly people on that journey, and we shared our travel tips and experiences.
That's nice. I think public transport helps us not only move around, but also learn from others. I enjoy the variety of experiences I have on the bus and train.
I agree. Even if the ride is sometimes long or crowded, it gives you a chance to observe, listen, and even have a small conversation. It can be very uplifting.
Yes, and it helps break the monotony of a busy day. Sometimes I use that time to plan my day or reflect on my thoughts.
I do the same. I sometimes write a few lines in my notebook during the ride. It helps me organize my thoughts and sometimes even come up with new ideas for work.
That's very productive. I also try to read or listen to audiobooks while riding the bus. It makes the time fly by.
Books and audiobooks are excellent companions on a journey. I often listen to a story and imagine the scenes outside.
I enjoy that too. It creates a nice balance between the hustle of the city and the calm inside the bus or train.
Do you have any memorable experiences from using public transport?
Yes, I do. One time I had a conversation with a woman who was new to the city. She was very nervous about using the bus, and I helped her by explaining the route and showing her how to use the transit app. We ended up talking for a long time, and I felt happy that I could help her feel more comfortable.
That is very kind of you, David. I remember a similar moment when I helped a tourist who asked for directions. It felt good to share a bit of my local knowledge and see her smile.
I think small acts like that make our daily journeys more meaningful. They show that even a simple bus ride can lead to positive interactions.
Exactly. Public transport brings us closer to each other. Even if we only speak for a few minutes, it reminds me that we are all part of the same community.
And that is very important, especially in a busy city where people often feel alone.
Yes, and it is also a good opportunity to practice language skills. Sometimes I try to speak with people in English. even if it's just a short greeting or asking for directions.
I do that as well. I think practicing communication in public can help improve our language skills and boost our confidence.
Do you think the experience of riding public transport has changed over the years?
I believe it has. With modern technology, we now have apps that make planning easier, and many buses and trains are equipped with Wi-Fi and comfortable seats. It is much more pleasant than it used to be.
I agree. The improvements in public transport have made it a more attractive option for daily travel. I also appreciate that the service is becoming more reliable and safe.
Yes, safety is very important. I always feel secure on the bus or train when there are many people around, and I see that drivers and conductors are friendly and helpful.
That is true. The friendly attitude of the staff and passengers makes the journey more pleasant. Even if there are delays, the positive atmosphere helps reduce stress.
I think public transport is more than just a means of travel. It is a part of our daily life that connects us and helps us learn about our community.
I completely agree, David. Every day when I take the bus or train, I feel like I'm part of something bigger. And I appreciate the diversity of people and experiences.
Thank you for this wonderful conversation, Alice. Talking about our public transport habits has made me appreciate the small moments of connection in our daily journeys even more.
Thank you, David. I enjoyed our chat too. It is always nice to share our experiences and learn from each other. I look forward to our next conversation, maybe on another bus ride or train journey.
That sounds great. Have a wonderful day, Alice, and safe travels on your next journey.
You too, David. Take care and goodbye.
Goodbye, Alice.
Great job practicing with us today. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss our next English conversation. See you in the next video. Keep practicing and stay confident.